that prayer is not about changing God, but it's about changing me. Prayer doesn't always change the situation, but how I view the situation, or maybe even how I view someone else.
Yeah, because we're seeing the circumstance and the situation while God's seeing a bigger picture, and he's choosing to work on our hearts and work on our lives. And so, this isn't an original thought. Decades ago, C.S. Lewis said this same thing. He said, it's up on the screen right now, I think. Yep. So he said, I pray because I can't help myself. I pray because I'm helpless. I pray because the need flows out of me all the time, waking and sleeping. It doesn't change God, it changes me. C.S. Lewis understood that as he prayed, it was causing change in his life, and prayer became part of who he was. And really, as I look back on it, I think that was what I was learning from Uncle Milt. Over 40 years ago at camp, is that this man understood the need for prayer in his life because it was changing him from the inside out. And since prayer changes you and me, we need to choose to lean into prayer even more during seasons that we're currently in. So you may not be praying like C.S. Lewis or Uncle Milt, but even if you're brand new at praying, there's some great ways you can do it. Just simple prayers, even things like thanking God before a meal. If you've never done that before you eat, sitting down, just thanking God for all that he provides for you. A 10-second prayer before you go to bed, or maybe when you first wake up in the morning and had that 10 seconds increase over time, that where you're spending maybe a few minutes in prayer before you go to bed or when you get up. Or I know some people, they like to pray while they drive, which sometimes with traffic, that's a good thing to be doing, is praying while you're driving. Right? And so we really, what we're saying is we want to be leaning into Jesus with all that we have, especially at this time, because a lot of times I've heard people say, all I can do is pray, but really what we should be thinking is the best thing I can do is pray, because it's not an emergency outlet. It should be and is our first response, because we have this incredible available connection to that we are finite beings, but yet we have this infinite connection to the infinite God of the universe.